What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean episode 7. Last episode we had a oh god, somebody please, real quick, somebody please tell me how to say Hermes's name like correctly. I usually don't care about these things. I usually just pronounce it however the fuck I want. I mean, hell, I went a whole part calling Okuyasu, or however you say his name, Otis. So I usually don't care about these things, but for some reason I really want to get this name right, and I'm thinking Hermes, but just in case, let me know how to say that. But last episode we had an Hermes focused episode, which was really entertaining. Actually really enjoyed that episode. Finally got to see her stand. Actually pretty useful. And it's really weird when it comes to JoJo, where like I'll see somebody stand, I'm always surprised on like how useful somebody's stand is, you know. Which it makes sense because knowing somebody stands somebody Jesus, knowing somebody's stand and figuring out what their stand does is kind of half of the fun of this show, you know. So really great episode. We seem to be getting more information on Whitesnake and its owner. That's what I'm really interested in right now. But we are building up the mystery of the show right now, so I can't hate too much. So hopefully we get more information. However, what I would also really like is to build our group that we're gonna have. I mean, every JoJo has a group, and I would really love to see more of us building the group and then learning about, you know, Whitesnake and its owner and stuff like that. But we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links gonna be in the description. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links gonna be in the description for that as well. And just as always, really appreciate the people that are subscribed to the Patreon. Y'all are amazing. So with all that out the way, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. For some reason I never know if Netflix is in full screen or not. I don't know why, but just it looks weird. I'm still shaky on the whole bring Jotaro back to life thing, because like he's dead. I mean, his spirit's taken and stuff like that. And yeah, you know, the shot isn't fatal and stuff, but like I'm afraid like of his body being dead, you know? He came back to life. Oh shit. I stand fucking corrected. I stand fucking corrected. I listen, I know when to say that I'm wrong, and I'm wrong. Holy fuck. We use a memory disk. We could get some information out of this, right? Mm. Yeah, we're in Florida, all right. Why don't y'all help each other close the fucking door? Yeah, there you go. Fucking idiots. Why is that door so hard to pull close? What has happened? Oh. What? What the fuck? Oh. Excuse me? What the fuck is going on here? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Okay. This song is so hard. So I guess it makes a little bit more sense now that how like the discs seem to have the memories of like different shit going on in the LP. Why? Oh damn, that was on the facility. I mean, they could have. Really? That guy has problems. Really? A volunteer search party? Why would we do it then? Why? Hello? All right, well. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Boy, your mustache is dirt. I guess. Why'd you name it? So we don't get no four wheelers. Oh shit! Book it. Oh my god, that's so fucked. That is so fucked. All right. Oh, it's the girl from the OP. Do you have a stand? Nah, of course not. Oh shit, you can just insert it into your cell? Oh. Oh, he just gave him one. Oh, wow. Okay, so borrowing and just giving it to people with dog. Okay, fuck. See, I mean, yeah. He, I kind of figured that he was just giving them to people. I mean, yeah, of course he is, but like, gee, he's handing them bitches out like candy. Okay, so I didn't know that the discs were going to be that accessible to use. I know you're not raw dogging a tomato. I know you're not doing that. That would be where it is. Yeah, yeah, that'd be a great place. Shut up, ugly mustache. Oh yeah, we killing you. I hope you know that. We definitely killing you. Dog, I hate every single one of these guards. Why are you such a dick? I would just hug that nigga. Fuck it. I would just hug that nigga. Pussy. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. It's funny. It's still funny, isn't it? Yeah. It's funny still, huh? It's funny still, huh? It's still funny, huh? It's still funny, huh? Pussy. Hate that nigga. Fuck. All right, how about y'all move? We got work to do. Okay. And there it goes. Let's go. We're back. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I were a smart man, I would move the disc frequently. But we don't know if he's doing that specifically yet. So I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if they're not there because he moved them. Oh god damn it! Okay, let's do it. And again, he is getting pretty far away. Oh my god. Oh god. Why are they always on some bullshit? Niggas can't never just do some regular shit, bro. We can't never just be regular. You know, you're bullying her. That's fucked up. Hello? Why? Why? Oh god fucking damn it, bro. Oh god fucking damn it. What the fuck happened? No, this nigga ain't get eaten. He dead. I mean shit, I'm not mad. Oh wait, is it because he's dead? Or is he? Oh, he's falling. Oh, is it sinking? Hello? Can we help her? So then, who? Also, what in the fuck's name does the stand even do? As far as we know, it's just black tar that eats people. Oh god, stress. Nigga, what the fuck are you? Ew, what the fuck is that? Ew, what the fuck? Oh god. Oh, it's not. It was just a bunch of them. What the fuck is that? No! Do something! Damn, that was saucy. Nice. Good shit. Good shit, Jolene. Fuck it. Fuck it! Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck is happening? Oh, you dead now. I heard she said the thing. You dead now. Yep, I think she unraveled her body enough for her to get hit and take it. Okay. Yeah, you was dead as soon as she said the thing. Bye. You start leaning. I don't know why it's so funny to see that. Nice, nice. Ew, it has wheels. Gross. Or does it? It does. Ew. Bro, that bitch is fast. Oh shit. Good shit. Oh, good shit. Good shit. Way to go. Yeah, okay. So this episode is a little bit more, makes me a little bit more anxious than I usually am. There's a lot of elements that just scare me. Who the fuck was getting slumped? Who was getting slumped? Who was it? Who did it? Which one of you was it? Oh, really? Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, I want to watch the fucking credits. Uh, it's always some shit, huh? It's always some shit. It is always some shit. Is it not? I'm glad I have this ED though, because that was a little too high. That was a little too high stress for me. That was a little too high stress for me. So I'm glad glad I have this chill ass ED to listen to. That's what I'm gonna start doing next. I'm gonna start using this ED to just chill the fuck out. I think that's what this ED is really good for. Cause bro, that bitch is dead. Oh shit. Oh my god. Man, I was like, yeah, at the beginning of this video, I was like, yeah, I really want to see our group come together, you know what I'm saying? The people that we seen in the OP. I'm like, okay. We finally seen some people in the OP once the episode starts. And I'm seeing like the girl with the green hair and stuff. Okay, cool. She just died. Can't really be that, right? Like that. Come on. Wait. I mean, I don't know. She can't really be dead, right? That seemed a little too quick. There has to be some type of trickery or something that went on with that. Um, this episode had me a lot more anxious than most episodes, and it's really because of me, right? Like I feel like I didn't do much talking this episode. It's mostly because like this episode had two elements that make me very anxious in any type of media whenever I watch something. It's one, water. I can't do water. Water is a very scary thing to me. When I watch something, water is always a mystery, especially like bodies of water, specifically bodies of water. Always a mystery to me. You don't know what's in there. You don't know what's under there. You don't know what's going to come out of there. It's very anxious to me, right? Secondly, bombs, especially when they're strapped to you. It's they're these are just two things that are very, very panic inducing for me. So watching these episodes, or watching this episode really like induce that panic for me. So a lot of this episode I was just sitting here like, nobody died. But outside of that, um one thing I did want to talk about just for a little bit is as much as I hate the guards, right? And the guards are dickheads, right? What the guards do for the show in the in a way that can be as minute as anything that's ever happened in the show, or something as big as anything has happened in the show, is that with the show being enclosed in a specific spot, um which is the jail. We don't really have those moments in our journey where we run to different spots of like Mordiocho or England, or where were we in two, different places in the world, Italy and stuff. There aren't like locations, right? So with these guards, at least right now with these guards, like they can kind of serve a purpose for like those locations that have personality to them. They're dickheads and that's their personality, but it gives us a little bit of a I guess kind of like a kickback for that thing that we may be missing. We still get locations and stuff. We got the fucking wetlands in this episode, but um the guards can serve kind of a filler esque purpose for the stories when it comes to like personality that comes from locations. Um so I do like that about the guards as much as I hate them. Um Another thing is the I didn't expect the discs to be so accessible. I thought that we would spend way more time like kind of figuring out how to use the disc. And I thought that there'd be a specific way, and like we gotta go to a specific spot because they're discs, right? Like there has to be a central hub for you to go use them. But it makes sense that they just put them in their skull and watch them, right? And not only that, but like the stand part of the disc can just be distributed. um I When Whitesnake was introduced, I kind of deduced that yeah, there's gonna be the whole borrowing of stands thing, but for some reason my brain wasn't thinking that it was gonna be that accessible for people, right? Like if you have the disc, you can just use it, right? Now we don't know if you can take it out without Whitesnake or something like that, so it's a little bit more risky to use a disc. Um, at least a stand disc. I'm still not 100% sure on how that works, but at least this episode showed me how accessible these discs can be. Um, so with them being this accessible, now we know. Now we kind of know. Like we have a better grasp on Whitesnake's reach. And not only that, but we've seen how many discs he has a lot. Like he has a plethora of discs, right? It he had stacks of discs that he could use. Now granted, each disc there, you get two discs per person, so not all of them are stand discs, but that's still a lot of discs and a lot of information that that's being used, or that can be used by a white snake. So, in if there's anything that's very dangerous and useful, is information. Information is probably the most useful thing that you can have, especially in JoJo, where like if I know what your stand is, I can plan ahead of your plan that you planned ahead of the plan that I had planned. And that's kind of like the gist of JoJo, right? Who plans the furthest ahead? So information is a very dangerous thing in this show. The fact that he has that much of it, kind of, it's kind of tough, right? Um, or at least it's gonna be very tough for him to beat, or for us to beat him. Um, Now, I do talk a lot, or not a lot, but I've talked before about like what the overall, like what what's the plan? Like you have all these discs, now what, right? Um and now that it's kind of revealed how many, or at least ballpark how many discs he has, and it's a lot. Um I guess we can kind of like figure out now what do you do with that disc, right? An interesting thing that I kind of noticed during the OP is that um through the OP, the discs are we do get a lot of scenes where we're seeing memories from the disc, with the whole mask and um the mask and everything else, the arrow, blah blah blah, the stone of Asia is even in there. We're just seeing a lot of stuff through the disc, right? And JoJo openings always have like some sort of meaning to them, right? If not some sort of meaning, but they have some sort of foreshadowing um in them, is what you could always kind of count on when it comes to JoJo openings. And I don't go back. You kind of know my rule. It has to be a very important. I like really, really have to break my own back to be like, okay, let me go back and look at stuff. So I don't like looking back at stuff, but from what I do remember from the OP is that it does seem like it kind of encapsulates every memory, not just because I think that's the biggest thing, is that like when I see all the discs, right, I'm expecting to see individuals' memories, right? But for at least from my experience, or from my memory that I can think of, like when watching the OP, which I could go back and see what the fuck's going on, but I just refuse to do that. For my memory of watching the OP every now and then, however many times I've seen it, it seems to be that the discs are just encapsulating all the memories, right? It doesn't just seem like it's the disc is this is Ermis's memories and this is Jolene's memories. And during the specific part that I'm thinking about, I'm thinking that those are Jolene's memories. But then I think to myself, Jolene doesn't know a damn thing about the Stone of Asia. She doesn't know about, she barely knows about the arrow or whatever the fuck that thing is. She doesn't know anything about the mask. So seeing the disc like encapsulating every memory, just throughout the time of us, of every part of us watching every part. Of course you can't have everybody's memories in there, but you can at least show that the discs are trying to encapsulate every memory, right? Which I guess kind of leads credence to like the theory that we had about what exactly he's trying to do, which still I don't understand why you'd want to do that. I can kind of understand why you'd want to do that, because like the whole like it's somebody's right, kind of angle I would assume that you would go with. But back on topic, um, it encapsulating all the memories kind of shows you the overarching plan, right? Um, which I'm afraid like I I always say, like when I'm doing these episodes, or when I'm doing these discussions, is that I don't like to give away too much of what I'm thinking, right? I like to have discussions and stuff, but I keep it pretty tame on the whole theory territory thing, mostly because I don't want anybody to be like, "Oh shit, this nigga d- you like you wrong," or "You right." I don't want like confirmation on it as much as you know, as much as it's cool to have discourse, and I really do enjoy having discourse in the comments about like stuff like that. But I'm always afraid to say too much just in case you catch like a stray that's like, because like a lot of the comments are pretty good with that, but you can probably catch a stray here and there. They get a little too crazy with their comment. You're like, oh, I can't read that anymore. you know but the thing is that now that I'm like really looking at like back on topic again, but now I'm really looking at or really thinking about the OP, seeing how like everything encapsulates that one disc and blah 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 whatever. Um, the thing is that I kind of have I kind of have at least my vision on what is going on, right? I have my vision of what could possibly go on in by extension how it could end. And there's one thing that hasn't really been sitting well with me is that I've been afraid to watch this cuz like I've been afraid to watch JoJo mostly because I don't want it to end, but another reason is because how this ends seems very like like part 6 seems very, it seems like a finale, right? There seems to be a big theme of finality with JoJo Part 6, especially in the OP. Um but what mm, this is hard cuz I like I'm trying to this okay. There seems to be a big theme of finality in JoJo Part 6, right? And just now like realizing how every disc is encapsulating like every memory and things like that, and if we were to go keep on going with the our last theory of like what exactly is going on, the thing is that that's a dang that's a this is what I will say, it's a really dangerous thing to fuck with, right? Like when we met Dio, time stop was crazy, right? I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's insane. Time stop? That that's insane, right? And then, we get Kira who had the whole rewinding thing. I'm like, oh shit, that's a dangerous thing to fuck with too. And then we get Diavolo and it's like, yo, you gotta die because of your power. Like, you actually have to die because of your power. Like there's no way I can let you live, right? But if we continue on that trend and we get to where I think we're getting, that's really dangerous. Like that's the most dangerous out of all of the powers that we've gotten so far, right? Because here's the thing. You keep fucking with that power and you don't just get, oh no, I stopped time, now I don't really, time stop isn't all that dangerous. It's crazy, but it's not all that dangerous. You can get into some trouble with that, but it's not all that dangerous, right? On the grand celestial scale of things, time stop isn't that dangerous. The whole rewind thing is a little bit dangerous, personally, at least for you it's a little bit dangerous. For specific people it's a little bit dangerous. Diavolo's power was dangerous because of how he could affect other people, right? On like a very personal scale. If he was like deleting fate, blah blah and all that, we're not gonna get into the 2 hour Diavolo discussion, right? But with his power, it was dangerous because like it was affecting people, right? it was affecting people because he was deleting his faith, thus kind of fucking up other people's faith. You get it, right? We had the conversation. That's dangerous for people. But here, right? And once again, I do have to preface this so I don't get like 13,000 like messages or comments or like DMs and stuff like that. It was like, you know, you were super off, dog, but you know, this is what's happening for real. If you want to know, like, nah, dude, please don't tell me. But once you get into this, it doesn't just become dangerous on a, oh no, you might fuck up this one dude's life kind of scale, or oh no, you might fuck up these people's life kind of scale. Oh no, you might fuck up this city's life kind of. No, this is, you put an end to things. Like that's the thing. If you go back, if you rewind time, okay, fine. You're fucking up a couple people's lives. That's kind of fucked. If you delete time, okay, shit, that's even worse. But I mean, there are checks and balances set in that we can kind of deal with there, right? But once you start rewinding it, right? And I'm going like, this is only me going off of like the fact that they're discs. Why they're discs? JoJo's themes are what JoJo's themes are. If you start to do that, dog, you get to the end of things. And that's not just dangerous for like a couple people. That's not just dangerous for one person. That's not dangerous for a city. That's not dangerous for a country. That's not dangerous for a continent. That's dangerous for everything that you know, that you don't know, that's the end of time. You could, like, if we were to get back onto the theory for just a little bit, you could know your fate, fine. But do you know what the end of everybody's fate is? You know the end of everything's fate is that it ends. And if it ends, you gotta start anew. Because I mean, let's be real. You don't just get to the end of time and then it continues to be the end of time. And that's why I'm kind of afraid to continue watching as much as I do want to continue watching. It's a scary thought because like there's a part of me that wants to be wrong. Because there's a part of me that like wants to be like, oh yeah, no, we go in there and we get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs, and we defeat White Snake or whoever the fuck he is. But this is a finale, right? And that's more like me metagaming the show, which I also don't like doing too much. But this is a finale. Now I know that there's other parts. You know, there's part 7 and 8. I think there's a 9. I think. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know much about the manga outside of that it exists. Mostly because I try to stay very, very far away from that shit. But like I said in part 5, you can just go back. Like the story could just go back and we could talk about something totally different, right? Which, you know, I still am very devout in that too. Like, you can just go back and talk about like the first stand users. You could talk about people in whatever time period using stands, right? That's always a possibility. But for this specifically tells me this is the end of the story, right? This is the end of the mainline story. Or at least the Joestar story, right? And that's scary. That's scary. Because the end just sounds like the end, right? Like you've built up this huge like crazy cast of characters and this weird, wacky, bizarre world. And I'm not and if there's one thing about every great writer is that he is not afraid to end his story. He is not afraid to end it. And I'm sure that what's the mangaka for JoJo? Araki? Is that his name? I'm sure Araki is no different. He is not afraid to end the story. Every great writer is like that. You are not afraid to end it. That is just the mark of a great writer to me. If you at some point like, yo, I'm ending it. Yeah, that's a good write. That's good writing right there. That's good writing. Just that is like number one good writing. If you are willing to end your story, good writing. But it scares me. That's all I'll say, right? Because I don't want to get too deep into it. The video's already too long, and I've gotten too far off track, and I already have a hard enough time trying to edit or render these. It takes too long, and the videos are too long, and it takes forever to render, and I don't feel like doing all that. But I'm just gonna end it off right there. Great episode. Had a lot of anxiety when watching this. However, that's good because it keeps me on my toes. Hope that girl is still alive somehow. Her whole body blew up, but hopefully she has like a stand or something. Since she's in the group, hopefully she has like a stand that can help her with that. I don't know what stand helps you with your whole body getting blown to bits, but hopefully some goes her way, right? Great episode. This part is the part hurts my head. Like other parts have hurt my head. Like part 1 through 5 have been mind fucks, but this part just has this looming feeling of, we gonna fuck you up, right? Like, that your brain cells aren't going to survive this, right? Like, you may seem cool and dandy and there's colorful women everywhere right now, but we gonna fuck you up, right? And I think that's why I'm afraid, right? I think that's why I'm afraid. It also doesn't help that like Attack on Titan is coming back very soon. That's gonna end, and like I get very anxious at the end of series. I think that's what it is. I get very anxious at the end of series. Here, I'm afraid. I'm gonna get off here. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links are going to be in the description. If you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links are going to be in the description for that as well. Yeah, really appreciate you guys on there. It's just great. You guys are great. So with all that out the way, let's get not get our headphones, get my off button ready. Y'all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.